and even I'm freezing. Are her illusions really so powerful? Stay close. Greenland's trying to scare us off, but we won't let her, will we? Oh, what a frosty welcome.
Ringroom is all about illusions. This place is cold.
It's just a trick, convoy. A crafted gold trick. Keep moving.
Visitors, do you know what this moment calls for? A beautiful, macabre story that lingers in the mind. You wish to find me in my tower? You'll have to wait until I tell this tale.
We gotta get into that tower? Have Yardsley brought her lantern?
There's got to be a way. Let's snoop around.
Land shaped in the dreamer's image, not with stone or axe, but with essence. Songs of ancient magic. Could we sing to them?
And an entire village perished because it wouldn't put the statue back together again.
This I can handle.
Oh, big mistake!
Isoksa.
On your left, dear.
I need a minute. Perk up on the way. On your right. Do your thing, Yosli.
You can make the decision the village could not and restore the statue. I will see you inside my tower.
I'm guessing she hasn't had company. I don't get it. Ringworm's powerful enough to conjure a frozen realm in the middle of the desert. Why toy with us?
I think it's part and parcel of being an archmage, unfortunately. Maybe she's trying to teach us something.
Yeah, the headless, disemboweled statue. I was afraid you'd say that.
It's probably connected to that village Ringgrim mentioned, so keep that in mind, darling.
So there's a perfectly good reason she lopped off the head and the hand?
It's even missing its heart. See the open chest cavity? Let's take another look at that book of yours. There once stood a village protected by a statue. It kept the air crisp, the land fertile, and the people safe. For a time, the village prospered. For a time, there was the thought that the winter would never come. But then the statue shattered, and winter did come, and the Oh yes, let's. Come on.
Ready, aim.
Keep quiet.
That's one for us.
That's done. Walk like it's hard.
Sometimes cold reason is necessary.
Out of stone. It's quite realistic, isn't it?
Then I'll let you hold it.
Archmagi truly are inscrutable, even more bodies. How gauche.
Aye, aye. Behind you.
Child's play. Walk like it's hard. That's done. Child's play.
village wanted so badly to do the right thing.
You're here for my Audra piece, aren't you? You can't have it!
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you too, dearie.
I'll die without the Audra. Please, don't take it from me. I don't want to die. What statue? What are you talking about? Why shouldn't I have the Audra piece? It's mine.
Interesting. This must be another illusion.
This can't be real. This is one of Ringworm's tricks, right?
I don't know what you're talking about. Just please let me keep this. I don't remember anymore. But the Audra has kept me alive. I told the other villagers I need it. And don't take the Audra piece from me. Is there no other way? Why does it have to be me who dies? Please, no.
If the village had been...
That poor man. Was he a real person once? Did all that happen to him?
And why force us to make that choice? Why the cruelty?
Well, for better or worse, I can't wait to find out more.
Mangled statues and bitter fables. None of this comes from a healthy mind. Or soul.
I'm sure they go somewhere. Let's see where.
Nothing like a win with a good team. Next one's mine. Let's see what you got.
was on the verge of destruction, but still they argued.
There's the hat. We have everything. Let's hurry back and see how it all works.
Keep your guard up. Let's get this over with.
It's the lesson rather than the authenticity of the story that matters, I guess. We've got all the pieces. Quick, quick, put them in. Oh, I want to see how all of this works.
Salut Tom. Ah. Plaisir. C'est quoi l'excès de vitesse?
Off we go.
Here goes. Whatever happens, I hope it leaves our parts intact.
We're going into an Archmage's tower. It'll all be fine. Oh, at least exciting.
Oh, you may. Unfortunately, I still have reading to do. Amuse yourself with these skeletons while I finish this paragraph.
So much for hospitality.
What did you expect from an Archmage?
Is all that noise necessary?
I'm not used to it.
Là, normalement, ça devrait être une... C'est trop fort de descendre. Est-ce que c'est mieux là le son?
Oh, look at the three of you. It's like something out of a book. A godlike of an unknown deity, a long-lost Rawatayan, and a rainbow-colored wizard. All looking for a garden, from what I've gleaned.
It is her. We felt the pluck of her fingers outside our door, searching. For us? Our prison? Who is she? What does she seek?
My little puzzle was very clever, wasn't it? A challenge and a parable all at once.
Where I'm from, hospitality usually involves a mug of cold ale and a plate of warm cookies.
Flattery gets you nowhere here. I want to see what you are on the inside. Too often, mortals like to hide from their own truths. I like them brought to the surface. What did you think I was trying to tell you with the puzzle? Spoken like a war criminal. Well done. Yes, when there is a tectonic shift in history, people always die. The point of the parable is quite simple. Sentimentality is a privilege. The village would have lived if they had chosen to sacrifice one dying soul for the good of many living ones. If it comes to it, yes. I hope you'll choose pragmatism over sentimentality. More than anything, the whole challenge was for you to understand how I think. No one truly matters in the long run. Not even me, or the other archmages. It's what we leave behind. What matters is that our lives buy the world more history, more beauty, more time to create interesting things. Do you understand? For conversation with me, primarily. Most people find it difficult to relate to an archmage. And if you cannot do so, it will complicate my attempts to communicate with you. I hope you're not intending to enter the ruins. I won't open the path. And has been for some time. That is why I am here. I came to the Living Lands because the sickness here, this dream scourge, fascinated me. This plague shouldn't exist. It can't, and yet it does. The essence of the Living Lands is falling into chaos and entropy. It's more powerful than anything I've seen. I suspect it has something to do with how the Adra has been severed from the rest of the world. I believe the answers lie in the ruins, but the essence there is so strong it's blocking my spell work, which has never happened before. Ever. No one enters Naku Kubel until I get to the bottom of this. Sorry. I'm fascinated by the implications. What about you is so special that you can enter the ruins and I cannot? You have my interest. Show me if you live up to it. Are you? Oh my. I didn't think this was possible. Something I don't already know. I can't believe I overlooked this possibility. A god here, alone, trapped in the severed Adra. This explains so much. My magic being ineffective, the essence here being so intense. And you, godlike, with your unfamiliar appearance. You're the missing key to the lock, sealing Naku Kubel. Don't take this the wrong way, but in a different life, I'd have flayed you for my study. You are a godlike of this strange, isolated, possibly miserable god. A piece of them resides in you. I have no doubt that like will recognize like. You will open the gates to Naku Kubel, and I will study this metaphysical aberration up close. Go. Find your so-called garden. Report your findings to me. Perhaps there is more to this than either of us alone can see. If there's anything of interest there, I imagine you'll find it. Oh, hush. You are the envoy of Adir. Dirty work is all you do. I wish you luck on your journey, if you believe in such things. Just keep in mind that countless dream thralls are on the same path. I'm sure you'll survive. If not, well, lovely to have met you. Let's hope you remain unscathed. And you, Orlan, you seem a clever one. Take my grimoire. It will allow you to dispel the barrier I have set before the ruins. You have talent. Not any mage can dispel my illusions. Perhaps when this is over, we should speak again.
You want to speak again? Yeah, of course. Can't wait.
Look at her. Making new friends. Learning new spells. They grow up so fast.
The ruins are far in the northwest. The people here have named that area the Deadfall Highlands. No more wasting time. Off you go. Use the teleporter behind me to leave. Or jump, I suppose, if you're feeling grim.
I never thought the storm-lashed shores of Rauatai would seem so welcoming.
It just happened, right? I didn't imagine it. Ringrim liked me? And my spellcraft! And she gave me her grimoire. Look, isn't it the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? We cut it close, but it paid off. With Ringrim's grimoire, I think we can go to the ruins and find the garden.
And as long as nothing's burning, we're still ahead of Ludwig.
Then there's no time to waste. I must prepare for Naku Kubel. As must you.
Never thought I'd be so relieved to head into ancient ruins.
Yatsley, did the godless believe anything about the stars? Any stories about them?
Let's not do that again. Let's stay out of Archmage's domains from now on. Sure, we made it out alive, but that outcome felt out of my hands more than I'd like. I know. I knew when I signed on there'd be risks. Especially with you jumping into every weird cave you find. Anyway, I'm glad to be out of there. Time to curl up with some jerky and a few swigs of Wodak. Anyway. You too.
Did someone teach you to fight? Or is every... Rowatarian born with a sword and pistol in hand.
I like to think we're naturals on the battlefield, but I got my training in the Rawatarian Navy.
There's no one...
Over here. I've got supplies for sale. Hello there, fellow traveler.
Keep quiet. Magical ability required to make such a barrier. It's remarkable.
Stay sharp. The path to the ruins is swarming with trade thralls.
See you.
Hold on.
Hey! Over here!
Yahtzee, remind me not to make you mad. Quiet as the depths.
Hurry in the brush! More babies in the garden!
Give me a second.
Come and get it!
Make way. Coming in hot.
Futur Michou, mais le bon j'espère, pas celui qui s'habille en bleu.
Find you better armor.
Ah, je vais essayer, Pour l'instant, je suis pas sur les portails les plus faciles. J'explore un peu avant d'aller dans la zone de quête parce que je pense que je vais changer de zone après. J'essaie de finir. Enfin de finir. Je pourrai jamais tout finir mais t'abonnes pas en plus. Saloperie là. Je vois pas.
So many drain flaws.
Pour être sûr, envoie-moi des sous.
Think something's wrong with me?
Keep quiet.
Fear in the eyes! Invaders in the garden!
Over here!
Vengeance!
Je peux te le montrer, mais avec le short.
In the eyes!
Still recovering. Coming out the right.
Allez, au revoir.
Just like the good old days.
Je suis là-dedans. 200 bien. Ah ouais.
Think those are keeping us out or something in?
Who does we see you? Out! Out!
I've dreamt of exploring Nagukubel for years, to find out what happened to the godless who built this and why they vanished. Oh, but there's so much left to see. Fine. I suppose we are in a rush.
There must have been a battle here long ago. See those metal corpses? We saw them around Naku Tedek, too.
These are magfolk. They're often found in many godless ruins, but they are definitely not godless. That's no surprise. The magfolk are responsible for taking many lives. Godless ruins are filled with magfolk remains, but no records of them exist in Akhidan lore. I don't think the godless did well against the magfolk.
Still, I wonder why they fell. Were they overwhelmed, or taken by surprise, or something else?
8 years. Blood like a fountain. No quarter. Nothing spared.
Wait, did the voice in your head just talk? What did it say? Perhaps more. It's impossible to know the true count. Anything of historic importance is often blood-soaked. Are you ready? We're entering one of their holiest places. Who knows what we'll find? Okay. Got my wand, got my grimoire. Let's go already. Roth.
We remember. They loved, and we loved in return. We remember. They loved, and we loved in return.
Oh, look at that artwork. What else might be here?
The heart of the Akita beats. Our veins stir. You are close. Seek the ancient kith who dwell here. They will show you the way.
An intruder comes. You don't belong here. Why have you come? What business do you have in this place? Tell me, before I strike you down. So you come to the Gardener, unwanted and without invitation. And you bring more demands to their feet.
The gardener. That must be how the ancient Akidans referred to their god. To stop it all.
I am Numena, Tebaro Senakis, and guardian of the Akita and the living lands. They came swarming, relentless, these juggernauts. So many they stole the heat from the stars. They brought death to our temples. They brought doom to our kin. And the sky held no sun as our children screamed.
Oh, I know this. You speak of the Magfolk.
Yes, Story Seeker. Their corpses remain, as do our memories of what they did to us. Yes, they had no fear. They only wanted us to die and die and die. They wanted us forgotten. Our words were burned. Our buildings were broken. Anything that was of Akita, they destroyed.
That's why there are no records. No histories.
We fought so hard, but we fell too. Then they trapped our gardener.
Trapped. A sepulchre of endless night. Bones beneath roots. Stop this. No one answers. The light, it blinded us. Why were we so afraid?
The gardener quickens. This hastens our fears. The gardener was afraid, yes. They were terrified. That was all they saw. Death hungers and cannot be sated. That which killed the Akita wants more slaughter still. So our gardener calls then, begging one more time to be set free.
We wait. They know. They understand. Why do they hinder you?
When the gardener calls, there is no turning away. But you will prove yourself to us through a series of trials. Survive these trials, and you will know the way to the garden. First is a trial of strength. Demonstrate your might against our ancient dead, and earn the right to face the second. We wish you a better fate than the one we saw. The path to the garden lays before you. It is the old go now.
Jeez, we just spoke to an ancient Akidan. sawdust in my fur. That ghost called you a Tebaru Sanakis. That must be what the Akita called their godlings. This mural looks idyllic, doesn't it? Sabadal is helping the Akitans grow and flourish. They seem happy.
Worse than raw.
Good fight.
do a more thorough reading later, but it looks like it seems Nagabubel has divinely inspired you. So it's Sapidal's fault you got lost earlier. Nice of them to give us a little break, isn't it?
I get the feeling they're done with this.
I'm not used to quiet.
Eyes are on my side.
Not looking so good. Let me catch my breath.
Isak Sam!
That's the last one. So much for the first try. On to the second.
You have the gardener's markings, but you are not one of us. You did not fall with us. Why have you come here? Tell me your mind. Tell me what rides in it. You wish to find our gardener? I know that story, and where it ends. The Magfolk sought the gardener too, and our gardener did not want to be found. Our gardener knew what the Magfolk would do, and they broke the world to keep themselves safe. The waters boiled. The land opened, the rivers rose, and we drowned.
We broke the pain. We died with them. How good did we do this? We bleed, they bleed, the Magfolk strike. How could we? We cannot. We writhe.
There were so few of us left. When the Magfolk... How could you know of this? Yes, their ways are strange and volatile, and you will need to show wisdom to navigate them. Their ways are not the ways of people. You want a path to the garden? Pass this trial of the mind. Show me. We will know the breadth of your wisdom before we let you learn what our gardener truly is.
Wisdom, huh? Afraid this will fall on you two.
I wonder if there's a clever trick to it.
We are nearly free now.
So, who's going first?
ghosts aren't very helpful, are they?
Maybe you just gotta soften them up a little. Lay on the charm.
Perhaps they're just unused to visitors. Surely they'll warm up to us eventually.
There can't be that much more, right? Lucky for
The Echidans are being less welcome than I'd hoped.
If they're last visitors with mag folk, I can see why.
They must be trying to protect their gardener. Still, this feels hostile.
Make no mistake, I'm sure it's hostile.
Judging by this mural, the relationship the Akita had with her god was complicated. Perhaps Abadal was I feel nervous.
What do you truly seek with our God? Somehow you've proven to have strength and wit. We now see what you represent. We know the truth of you. We cannot risk you causing another calamity. You know of this. Imana's brethren were mistaken. But we would know what's best for our gardener. We understand what they are. No more words. You have not earned the right. Finish your last trial. You come as a supplicant. You do not have the privilege of questions. Go.
I wonder what's at the end of all these trials. Can't imagine. It's... Of course these trials require a leap of faith.
You bear our gardener's mark.
Worse than raw. Worse than raw.
The gardener has grown roots into the Outlander.
What do you truly seek with our God?
This is... well, seems like some of the construction crew had all kinds.
How, Outlander?
The fur on the back of my neck.
Somehow you bested our trials. Like vermin, you persist.
Like vermin, you endured. You kept your head.
You live where worthier souls have fallen, but your journey ends here.
Soil hardens. Hesitation. Why do we smell fear? We are here to be found. Why? Why will they not free us?
This is where you die, Outlander. We cannot risk you provoking the Gardener and causing another calamity.
Be that as it may, we still won't risk another. You must perish, Outlander.
We will not have the gardener break this land again. You cannot convince us otherwise.
Accusations like water. We do not recognize our face. The ripples break. What do they hide from us? Why do they turn away?
Now, lay your life down. We will all rest quietly. The gardener will not be disturbed. A bold claim. How do I know you can fulfill it? Though I do not trust your motives, you have proven your fortitude. I will not raise arms against you. My fellows, however, will.
Unseen, unheard. Think they're really dead this time?
Oh, and it looks like we got a prize on the table over there. Let's take a look, shall we? Wow. I've never seen an Akedan device like this. These mechanisms, they mark...
Ever closer. We must speak of this.
Doesn't look like any map I've ever seen. But I'll take your word for it.
Don't rush me, dearie. Akedan isn't easy to translate, you know.
So close. We reach. Find us in the Adra.
Your gods said hello, didn't they? Go on then, deal with them. I need time to translate. God wants a chat.
Come, we yearn for answers. You are here. You heard us in the roots. You seek the garden. You know the way. But the Tabaru Sinakis, they turn from you. You have shown us only kindness and patience. Surely they would welcome you as kin, grafted from the same root. As painful as a wound reopened, yes. We were theirs and they were ours, and we told them to protect the wild and the green. In return, we promised to protect them, and we were true. Always, we protected them. We will not remember. Do not question us. Blame slips between the bones like a blade. We lived in harmony. We were at peace, and then they came with metal bodies and murderous intent. We tried to stop them. Dead? They're dead? No. Happy. They were happy. We loved them. They loved us. No! We did not want them to die. We loved them. We tried. We loved them so much. We did not cause pain. The spirits lie. We love them most. They twist our words. We will show you. Let us offer you another gift, a seedling of power. We will show you our favor. Wait, an intruder. The piercing light. She draws near. The wire. A razor in our throat. Stop her! We writhe. We bleed. Purging fire at her back. She comes to trap us. Out! Send her out! Set us free!
Wake up! Wake up! What happened? Are you all right? What did you do?
I don't know what you and Sapadal were jawing about, but it must have been juicy because the Adra started to shake and hum.
You can't hear all the dream thralls trying to get in now. What happened with Sapadal? Once we get past all these dream thralls, I'll be excited to see what scares a god. They're flooding the area, so I think it's a great time to leave. Now! The map points us to Galawain's tusks. We'll find the way to the garden there. We just have to find a godless tower on the southern coast, and boom! There's our entrance into the garden.
Galawain's tusks. That's out of the fire and into the volcano. First, we've got to get out of here alive. Steel yourselves.
Someone's eager to meet us.
Quarry in the brush!
You're mine now.
We've got company!
Spear in the eye!
Leave before you worsen the situation.
Ruins grow. You should burn them before you spread.
You're a child.
Envoy, I hope you found what you were looking for, because those ruins are about to be a distant memory. This is a spring from which the Dream Scourge flows, injecting poison into the veins of the island.
No, a cleansing fire. Poison or cure?
The same poison we burned out of Fure Messiverno. Stand by my side, and we can strike a blow at the Dream Scourge. And at Sapadal. An Inquisitor seeks answers, some through interrogation, others through prayer. I've been watching you, Envoy. You, who survived when so many godlike fell. I even asked the gods what made you so remarkable. And the burned queen opened my eyes to what you are. We knew the chaos of the living lands had an origin. How could I have known that you were its offspring? Different wars on the same battlefield. There are 2 plagues in the living lands. Help me destroy one, and the other will follow.
Ashes! Nothing of the Akita will remain!
We may not burn out the dream scourge here, but we can burn out its symptoms and take the fight to your patron.
Spirits cry out, bury the fire, but still they rage.
Is her first instinct always to destroy stuff and hope that fixes things?
Always thinking with your sword. You zealots never change. I happen to like these ruins. They've been very informative. Without them, I'd never have learned there was a new god in the living lands.
Another reason why they should be destroyed. Sappadal is dangerous, but an archmage is more unpredictable by far. No. She thinks she can frighten us away and have the ruins to herself.
Oh, but you should be afraid. Archmages and gods can be worse than death. Either way, you won't be doing anything to the ruins, Inquisitor. I won't permit it.
Those ruins are crawling with dream thralls. Why are we arguing about a pile of rocks when Thirdborn's in danger?
Stomp your feet as much as you like. Your opinion doesn't matter to me.
You forget your place, Archmage. No matter. I am happy to remind you.
And I will end you, Inquisitor. I will seal your unlife in ice for an eternity. Do not for a moment think that you possess any power here. You, and more importantly, your people, will regret all of it.
The Emperor gave you power before Sappadal even knew your name. Just remember where your loyalties lie.
I have an alternate solution to the problem at hand.
This should be amusing.
I am not talking to you, am I? Don't interrupt me.
Yes. Honestly, it's quite simple. I can sever the connection between the Adra in the ruins and the rest of the living lands. It will isolate the dream-scourged essence and halt the creation of new dream thralls in Shatterscarp. But those that exist will remain. My solution will end the plague in this region, I believe, and keep Ludwine from having to do terrible things to those nice ruins. I knew I liked you for a reason. Yes, there is a catch. It's also what you may call a large one. Severing the Adra will require the use of a truly immense amount of essence, which, well, will result in a few deaths.
A few deaths? What about Quilici? And the other Furians? And Quilici?
Gentle sleep. One moment day, the next, a poppy's dream to carry them to the Garden of Night. They would feel no pain.
Well, in layman's terms, she's going to rip the essence out of a bunch of people in Shatterscarp. For what it's worth, her theory is sound. She could stop the Dream Scourge. In Shatterscarp, at least.
Correct? I knew I liked you for a reason, Envoy.
You two can't be serious.
There is no control over who will perish in the process. But it will stop the Dream Scourge from spreading in Shatterscarp. No new Dream Thralls will be created.
Ringrim is one of the smartest people alive. If she says this is the way, it's hard to argue, no matter how much we might want to.
You can't be entertaining this. Not after what we've seen. The frozen corpses, the twisted riddles. The Dream Scourge is a tragedy, but she's a monster. You can't leave Thirdborn at her mercy.
It's not an ideal solution. But it is easier to save a life when you've amputated the necrotic limb, so to speak.
At least I'm not the only rational voice in this debate. She would sacrifice the very people we're trying to save, and for what? Not even to destroy the Dream Scourge. Merely to slow it down.
Destroying the ruins and killing the Dream Thralls within is also a short-term measure. Ludwig's solution will eventually result in the same number of casualties, possibly even more. It's simple. Ludwig's solution will kill Dream Thralls, but not eradicate the plague itself. So long as the Dream Scourge exists, more people will become infected. And the infected will take more lives, and this will continue indefinitely.
She has no idea what the consequences of her actions might be. And neither do you. Envoy, I want to show you something. I swore an oath to my goddess. A solemn vow that I would give everything in service to her. Even myself. And I did so, gladly. Sapadal wants the same devotion from you. The only difference is, you never had a choice. An avowed servant of a higher power, much like you. Look at the consequences of their stewardship. Plague, calamity, death. The Living Lands deserves better. Envoy, we have an obligation to scour Sapadal from the Living Lands before they destroy us. Starting with these ruins. Whatever you do, make sure the decision is yours, not theirs. Sapadal will poison your judgment if you let them. You owe Sapadal nothing, and yet they demand everything. That is not devotion. It's cruel.
Yes, quite difficult to decide whether to believe your new god or the angry skeleton actively threatening us.
This isn't about Sapadal. This is about every man, woman, and child in Shatterscarp.
Godlike. I leave the choice to you. Both options will bring harm. The question is, which will bring more good? Perhaps not. But one of these solutions will bring an end to the matter in Shatterscarp. Remember the village and the statue it couldn't repair. Remember the lesson I tried to teach you. None of our lives matters. Not when they might cost us the future. Now choose, Envoy. Destroy the ruins and the Dream Thralls, but allow the plague to keep spreading. Or sever the Adra and end the plague in Shatterscarp with an unknowable number of casualties.
She toys with you with innocent lives, while I offer only the truth.
Good people die either way, but severing the Adra shortens their suffering, I hope.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but Ludwig's right. I hate what the Dream Scourge has done to Thirdborn, but letting that Archmage snuff out even more lives is worse. Destroy the ruins, Envoy. Whatever comes next, at least it's something people can fight or flee.
Oh, what a relief. You really scared me there, Envoy.
So be it. Sapadal's hold over you is stronger than I suspected.
Rune, strengthen the living leaves. We twine.
Attune your soul to Sapadal to assist my focus on the Adra. You're the only one who can do that part. And Yatsley, come, help me. I think you'll enjoy this. Marinzos Clapan, Aid Marslante. I am delighted to have been right about you. I was hoping you'd have the cold logic I wanted to see. We've dealt with the Dream Scourge, but you'll still... Now that I know this was all because of a new god flailing in their cage, the Living Lands is no longer of interest to me. Another god. There are so many. If a new one is more... But that is for you to wrestle with. However...
For... me?
You have shown a great deal of talent, Yatsley. Few, I could use your assistance. And should you wish to return with me, I would happily take you on as my apprentice. The rest of the circle do not often visit, which is good because they're tiresome. You, however, are a power worth shaping, and rather delightful to boot.
Well, obviously, I'm... Wait. Really? You want me to... Wow. That would be... amazing! But I have to think about it. At the very least, the envoy would be lost without me, and so would my lover. Though the idea of finally devoting more time to magic is... tempting.
Yes, my work will still be there even when this world is in ruins. Which, hopefully, won't happen. Whatever you decide, it will be some months before I depart. You know where to find me. Be clever, godlike. Don't think too much with your heart.
Why are we deferring to that maniac Reengrim?
I don't trust this.
What is done is done. Countless innocent lives cut short. Even, make no mistake, there will be a reckoning for the chaos you unleashed here. At least now I have a better idea of who is pulling. It frightens me how well they've Envoy, need I remind you why the Emperor sent you? If you and Heelguard are too spineless to remember your allegiance, I'll have to finish. All I wanted to do was protect Shatterscarp. Give it the chance. Instead, I'm left with one dead settlement. So you destroyed its people by the dozens. A word of warning, Envoy. You and I are running out. I allowed you to dictate the terms of this meeting. I won't make that mistake twice. Your impudence has... until...
Come on. We should see what's...
Believe the Inquisitor.
This magic makes me...
Did you hear about Naguno? They found him in the lighthouse.
3 dozen dead, of no apparent causes. They just fell over. Like their hearts were stopped in their chest. What did you do, Envoy? I know you're involved somehow. Bullshit. There was always dozens are dead, Envoy. Their loved... The costs were too great, Envoy. I hope your fucking decisions haunt you forever. You've cost so many families their loved ones. You have my permission to go anywhere. Get out of my sight.
How do you feel about poetry?
poetry. Why the hell are you asking me about poetry?
Do you like it? Oh, come on, you can tell me. Safe.
Safe travels, Temerity sent word. You were responsible for all this.
We need to talk. You let a mad archmage unleash death with a spell. I need to know why. So you picked the one that delivered it instantly.
Don't take this out on him. Besides, he's right. No one should have to make that kind of choice.
Least of all, that archmage's.
Reengrim knows more about the Dream Scourge than we do, and we know more than most others do. She found a great solution, but it came with a great cost. What more could we expect?
Do you hear yourself? You both saw what kind of person she is. The twisted little world she built for herself. If ending the Dream Scourge means handing our fate to someone like her, then perhaps it's not worth the cost.
Kai, let's be honest. None of us are walking away from this with a clean conscience. But unless someone makes the tough decisions, the Dream Scourge will kill us all. Or worse. That means living with our nightmares. Embracing them if we must.
Right. Getting killed by monsters is one thing, but turning into one...
We stand here bickering while the solution is just over the horizon. Nothing matters but the garden. Shatterscarp, even Emerald Stair. They're distractions by comparison.
If we run into Ludwig out there, it's gonna be ugly.
Frankly, I'll take any opportunity we get to ruin Ludwig's day.
I'll say this much for the Inquisitor. She's stubborn, like a rat. And I plan on hunting her like a rat.
I'd say we shouldn't stay on her bad side, but I'm not sure she has any other sides.
You know her better than any of us. What's your read?
Right. Focus, people. Try not to think about how we're up against a dead woman who threatens the entire living lands.
Yeah. Instead, think about the soul-corrupting plague that also threatens the living lands.
Well, the joke's on her in any case. Ludwig won't get very far without that map. She'll be scratching her skull.
Somehow, I don't think she'll let that stop her for long.
And Ludwig definitely strikes me as someone who doesn't leave food on her plate.
But will she do the same? I think not.
Ludwig and her steel garrote have the numbers and the power. But we have spunk and a map. And that might just be enough to find the garden before she does.
We're all competing for the same thing. A place we barely understand, with no guarantees of what we'll find there. Still, I am determined to reach the garden, above all else.
That's just a pile of Sokka. Generally, debatable, but about the garden, definitely. You won't find a blessed thing. This wild beetle chase of yours is a Padraku waste of time. To get to the garden, you have to go through Galawain's tusks. The land is made of lava and acid. It wants to eat you alive.
So it's tough odds. We've gotten this far together.
Tough odds is an extra Zarb jumping in at the last minute. This is a long trek, on foot, through a land that can barely support life. I don't have to be a Blessed Oracle to know this won't go how you think it will.
Well, someone's got to do something about the Dream Scourge at the very least.
And it has to be you, because a voice in your head said so. What do you know about Sapadal? How do you know you can trust them?
I hate to be the voice of reason, but we are talking about a god. There are limits to what we can even comprehend.
I have a powerful connection to my Blessed flute, but I'm not about to take orders from it.
What's on your mind, Marius? What bothers you so?
Because I can scream until I'm blue in the face, and you people would still rather trust the Envoy's pet headache demon. And now you want to drag us through the deadliest region in the world because a sleeping god said so. You're not listening to what I am telling you. I'm done here. Do whatever Blessed planning you want to do. You don't need me for that.
Let's just take a breath, Marius. You don't mean that.
Nope. I said what I said. Come get me when it's time to go.
Poor Marius. Something's really rattled him.
I've never seen Marius like this. Something's going on with him, but I don't know what.
Be gentle with him. Or if not gentle, understanding.
Well, hopefully Marius will be okay soon. We have to get going if we want to get to the garden before Ludwig.
We won't get far unless we look after each other. Now's your chance.
I know what you're gonna say. Marius, you need to slow down. Well, I don't want to think about my feelings. How should I know? I don't know what's going. Just the thought of going back to Galawain's tusks makes I sweat. My ears ring. I can't breathe. Right. Thanks. I understand not wanting to go back, but why can't I just think? I need some time alone, Envoy. I need to get...
Envoy, we need to discuss. I just hope we made the right decision. Those ruins are priceless, and I truly look forward to exploring. I don't know that I'll ever truly accept what we did. What I did. Usually, I know the right answer. It's obvious. Here, though... I know. Things have been... I was able to ask questions, and... Of course. Though I sense that you're not fully aware of just... I'll let you wait back at the camp, like a good little boy. But to go through the trials ourselves? Fascinating. I can't imagine what it was like to grow up a... I'm glad you got answers, sweetheart. Well, I have to start right... But do return if you think of any other juicy details. Sweet dreams, I've been trying to sort my... we met Ringrim. She even offered... As smart as you are, Envoy, I sometimes forget that you are still a layperson. It doesn't feel real, but it is. Oh, Huntress titties. What am I going to do? If I take the apprenticeship, I'll have to leave Quilici and Fjord. And what about my study of the Godless? I've spent my whole life with them. I'm not a kid anymore. I can't do everything all at once. There are only 26 hours in a day. I love my life as it is now. Exploring as I wish and coming home to open arms and a warm bed. I don't want to give that up. But this is something I never even dreamed of. But it's big. It won't leave room for much else. And I'm too old to... Oh, Envoy, what would you do? Oh, darling, don't you know that I'll do what I want no matter what anyone thinks? I just wish to ask a friend his opinion. Now, come on, answer the question. What would you do? I know. That's the whole issue. I've learned magic through my own means, reading and studying on my own. How much more could I learn with her? And how much faster? Within a fortnight, I could rule the world.
Yasli, you could do all that on your own.
Thank you, dearie. I can't promise I'll act on it, but I really appreciate the advice. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to write a letter to Quilici. He'll never believe me.
Can we talk a moment? I wanted to pick your brain. How much do you really know about Adra? Not bad. Adra is a physical manifestation of a metaphysical phenomenon. A mineral that takes our souls from death to rebirth. We severed the Adra and Naku Kubel to slow down the Dream Scourge. But at what cost? That would be putting it lightly. The souls of the dead who go looking for a passage to the beyond will have nowhere to go. They'll be lost in darkness. Some will find their way to an Adra pillar, far from Shatterscarp. But others could wander this land for centuries. A watcher, maybe. It's a shame we haven't got one. Try as we might to help others, we won't always succeed. Even the dead can suffer the consequences of our actions. I just wish the world and its problems would leave us alone. Even for a moment. Give us time to focus on our mission. Ourselves. As do I. We both deserve a little peace. And if the world will not give it to us, then we'll just find it in each other. While I have your ear, can I ask you one more question? Something about Inquisitor Ludwine has been getting to me. She seemed eager to distinguish your Adiran loyalty from your nature as a godlike, as though the two are incompatible. She believes you can be loyal to your country or to your nature, but not both. Do you find that unusual? But what about you, her kinsman? When you rejected Ludwine's offer, she wasn't surprised. As though she saw it coming. Ludwine clearly respects you, but I don't believe she trusts you. Anyway, that just had me thinking. Could be nothing, or could be something. Time will tell. Get some rest. You deserve a nap. For that matter, so do I.
Pleasant dreams.